My name is Oshun. On this channel, we uncover the creepiest, most unusual haunted TikToks the internet has to offer for entertainment purposes. Please do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe to the Soul Tribe for your weekly dose of supernatural, coming to you every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. Y'all are my soul tribe, and I love you so much. The Y in tribe is for you, honey, because I love you so freaking much. Yes, I do. And with that being said, let me give a shout out to Katie Schaefer 3410. Thank you so much for being a part of the Soul Tribe, honey. I appreciate you. Here's your shout out. And thank you for your support. I deeply appreciate you. And all the rest of you guys. Like, I really do. And with that being said, I hung out with a subscriber who happens to live very close to me. And so I do want to give her a shout out as well. Kyra, hi boo. And to your daughter, hi boo. But yeah, so let's get started with this video. If you want to shout out, make sure you let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're from, how you doing, how old are you, what your sign is. I'm a Gemini. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm in my 30s. That's all you need to know. Now let's get to this video.
Something nobody can explain to this day. Watch the video yourself.
What did you see? Soul Tribe, let us know.
A young girl got home from school and happened to notice a hole drilled in a wall that she shared with a creepy neighbor. She was recording a video and asking her friends what to do when she happened to notice his eyes staring back at her through the hole.
What the fuck?
A TikTok user...
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say what I would have done. Okay, got the right one.
These are scary videos you should never watch at night. Okay, so the video I'm about to show you shows a kid who was home alone one night when something or somebody started knocking on his door saying it was his mother. But the thing is, his mom wasn't even home because she was working the night shift. And the way it's knocking and sounding make it sound so demonic. Let me know what you think this is because it's absolutely disturbing.
Oh my goodness. That just gave me chills. Ooh. Wow.
This may be the scariest TikTok trend that we have seen in a while, and it involves some of the most beloved memes from back in the day and a time traveler's secret agent stopping them from happening. People are using AI to recreate the ending so that these memes never happen. And with the music and just the weirdness of all of it, it makes it pretty creepy to watch at night. Here's a few examples.
Bro, just go, bro. Right now, hurry up. Hold on, do it. Yeah.
You stupid.
They're not.
What's 9 plus 10?
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Wow, A+, that's incredible! You know what? I'm about to say it.
Say it. Say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
That was silly.
This 11-year-old boy died after doing a new dangerous TikTok trend. This is Tommy Lee Billington, and he recently died after doing a very dangerous TikTok trend. Tommy Lee, who was 11 years old, was found unresponsive at a friend's house on Saturday after taking part in a dangerous trend called chroming, which is when someone inhales toxic chemicals such as paint, solvent, aerosol cans, and cleaning products. Tommy Lee was then rushed to the hospital about midday before being pronounced dead shortly after. Tommy Lee's heartbroken grandmother, Tina Burns, said he was killed attempting the TikTok challenge that had already killed 2 teenage girls. She said, and I quote, "He died instantly after a sleepover at a friend's house. The boys had tried the TikTok craze." Tommy Lee went into cardiac arrest immediately and died right then and there. The hospital did everything to try and bring him back, but nothing worked. He was sadly gone. Tommy Lee's mother is now begging other parents not to let their kids use the social media app TikTok, saying, "This costed my son his life from trying something other kids are doing." But then again, it's not hard for an 11-year-old to understand that inhaling toxic chemicals isn't good. Now, you can blame TikTok for this, but you can also blame the people that were around him probably peer pressuring him, or he could have been the one that wanted to do it. All in all, it's extremely unfortunate what happened to Tommy Lee, and I urge every single one of you to not do this new challenge called chroming, because as you can see, it can be fatal.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, okay? TT, as well as social media in general, is soul-sucking, subconscious snatching, evil. You know, if you are weak or young or just, you know, easily manipulated, yeah, stuff like this happens, unfortunately. And it's really sad, really crazy. And so many people are depressed just off of other people's lives on social media. It's social media. It's for entertainment. It's to entertain you. Like, ciao.
Don't do this TikTok trend.
Wait, what is it?
So, it all started in Arizona when kids would take tape and put it on the bridge of their glasses. Then at midnight, they would stare at the moon. But maybe for the last time.
Bro, what?
So listen, as they were staring at the moon, they were teleported to a room that had an eye exam. A man dressed in all black, wearing a monocle, forced them to do the eye exam. And if you failed, he would rip your eyes out. During the exam, you couldn't wear glasses. So the kids would have to manipulate light to be able to see.
How would they control light?
Well, it's the pinhole effect. If you make a small hole with your hands to look through, it will reduce the amount of light that hits your eyes. This makes what you're looking at way less blurry. The kids who did this were the only ones to escape.
Can't they just use echolocation?
Interesting. Did you know that setting aside as little as $300 from each paycheck into a max-funded IUL instead of a 401k can give you $610,000 tax-free money and will provide you with $60,000 a year tax-free in retirement? Comment IUL below if you want more information. If you're open to being a financial professional licensed in your state, please send me an email at essence@tenaciouscashflowacademy.com. Hey y'all, it's me, the Money Professor, and everybody wants to know, what's an IUL? And I'm going to tell you. So this is you, this is your money. And on average, you take your money and you put it in the bank. And when you put your money in the bank, it's only going to grow at a whopping 0.01%, maybe a 0.001%. And while it's in the bank is loaning out your money, compounding your money, and making and keeping all of the money. And what you should do is take that money and put it into an IUL. And what's an IUL? It's an Index Universal Life Insurance Policy. So when your money's inside an IUL, it is protected and it's guaranteed to grow on an average of 8 to 10%. All right. And so when it's in those accounts, the account grows because it is growing on a compound or uninterrupted compound interest. And when it's protected because it has a 0% floor, guaranteed, no losses. Okay. So when the money is in that account, at the same time, it's growing cash value. And when you have that cash value, you're able to spend that money tax-free. You can use that money for leverage, such as, college funding, investing in property, or just other cash building assets. You can use that money as income replacement for retirement funding, or even build your own private bank, becoming your own family bank. And at the same time, it's a death benefit. It's a life insurance policy. So this death benefit, you are able to leave a legacy. It comes with living benefits for chronically ill or, critical illnesses. And also it's collateral. You are using this money to pay back this money when you are taking it while you're still alive. DM me more or hit the link in my bio if you are interested in creating your own IUL.
I am exploring an abandoned location here, and you're not going to believe what I just found. I don't know if I should say anything just yet, but look.
Oh, hell nah. Bruh. What the fuck? I don't even want to watch. I don't even know what's going on right now. Y'all let me know what's going on. Because, baby, what the fuck? That's fake. It gotta be fake.
It's not real. Working on a location, but this actually happened for a second.
Don't play with me like that. Got me looking at somebody's,
realistic.
Don't do that around her.
But, yeah. Wish me luck.
Ooh. You got us. He got us. I don't like that. Go ahead now.
There's a trend happening right now on TikTok where people are recording themselves playing a game called Red Door, Yellow Door. And honestly, some of these videos are pretty creepy. The point of the game is to put yourself under hypnosis with the help of someone else so that you can see or visualize a room filled with doors. You can open any of these doors. However, you have to be careful to not open certain doors. If you open a door and you see a man in a suit behind it, you have to stop the game immediately. The same applies if you see an old lady or a room filled with clocks. Here's a video of someone playing this game, and it's pretty creepy to say the least.
Well, like more like in the center of the kitchen. Yes. In the center now. It's like now it's like neon white. I'm in a totally different room now. All white. All white. Is there anyone with you? No. Wait, this dude. He's all playing black man. Get up!
Are you okay? Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay? You alive? Yeah. It was an all plain black man? Are you serious? Are you joking?
No.
Oh my god.
What?
He was in the game. Are you okay?
What? No.
Oh my god.
What?
What's weird about this is that it doesn't explain why you have to avoid these things. Now, you could play the game and find out for yourself, but personally I wouldn't, mainly because I just don't want to come out feeling traumatized, which is something that most people report feeling after playing this game.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it. That's weird.
Why is the uncanny valley trend so disturbing? TikTokers are using their makeup skills to try and appear as uncanny valley. Their videos show them enhancing and distorting their natural features, such as their eyes, mouth, and eyebrows. But what actually is uncanny valley? The idea of uncanny valley is that when robots have human qualities, we like it. But when they start to appear too human-like, it makes us feel creeped out and uneasy. And now TikTokers are trying to create this unsettling look through makeup, and their aim is to mimic the same uneasy feeling you get when looking into the eyes of a robot. Though some social media users argue that the best way to do the uncanny valley trend is not to show the makeup process. Instead, you should film yourself already in your uncanny valley getup, so viewers haven't ruled out the creator as human.
Okay. Never mind.
Most dangerous TikTok trends I've ever heard of. Part 1. Let's get it. Up first, we have the Angel of Death trend, or the straight up just get yourself killed trend. This trend involves you, the highway, or another pretty busy street and moving car, preferably fast and heavy ones like semi-truck. Already, just based off of this alone, you can see that this is stupid. Yeah. The challenge is to see if the cars would stop if you ran right in front of them. Obviously, this didn't end well, and people ended up just getting flattened. This trend was actually really popular in Indonesia, so if you live in Indonesia, shout out to you. There's also many injured and 2 confirmed deaths by this, so congratulations. Next up, we got the chicken NyQuil. This trend took the whole internet by storm. I've heard of it everywhere. Also, you can probably imagine what people were doing in this challenge because it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, people cooked chicken and NyQuil on the stove and ate it like it's a normal meal, which can cause a number of negative side effects like hallucinations, difficulty breathing, dizziness, and even seizures. Worst case, death. Obviously, inhaling the NyQuil smoke alone is deadly, let alone eating the chicken. People are just so stupid. Let me know other topics you want me to talk about. Also, I had a Discord, but kind of died off, so I'm going to make a new one. And I'm out of the Marine for a little bit, so I'm going to focus on this a lot. Anyway, this video was about...
Thank you for your service, brother. I used to want to be a Air Force, but I didn't want to leave my baby that I had at 15. I love my baby.
These are pictures of animals that turn into stones, part 1. Up first is a picture of a gigantic snake that turned into stone. Just look at how big this thing is, and many people think it's one of the only titanoboas that has been preserved like this. This is just crazy. Next up is a picture of 2 rock formations in the middle of the ocean that look exactly like an elephant and their child. This could just be one big coincidence, but they look just like elephants. Next up is this photo, and this could be proof that giants once roamed Earth. This big rock looks exactly like a human being laying face down, but the only difference is this rock is the size of a mountain, meaning this human being was obviously tall. Next up is a picture of a gigantic footprint, and to compare how big it is, look at the human foot inside of it. This is more proof that giants once roamed Earth. Finally is another example of giants on Earth. Look at this huge human figure just laying down frozen in time. If these pictures are indeed real, I wonder what actually turned everything into stone. What in the world had the power to do this, and why did they do it? Let me know your thoughts on all of these photos.
Yeah, boy. Petrified. Ain't that how he said it?
Listen to these 2 creepy audio clips. Do you think this is just a coincidence?
There's a strange noise coming through the speaker. And I didn't know if you could connect into the Starliner and let me keep mic and let you hear. I don't know what's making it.
In Houston on 2, we're configured for audio via hardline and CST. If you want to give us a call.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the mic up next to the speaker.
Copy. All right, Butch, that one came through. It was kind of like a pulsing noise, almost like a sonar ping.
Not at all. Not at all. Activity or something? Yeah, I think that is Paranormal Activity. I used to love the movies. Hey queens, tired of feeling stuck and overworked? Check out the video on my website and see if digital marketing may be your way out. Hope to hear from you soon.
Humans who turned themselves into animals. This is not a dog, it's actually a Japanese man named Toko. He spent $15,000 to transform himself into a dog. He acquired a human-sized dog costume and taught himself how to eat, play, and act like a dog. Toko said he has wanted to be a dog since he was a child. It has always been his dream, but he doesn't talk about it much with his friends and family because he's afraid they'll think he's strange or crazy. He chose the collie breed and got a very realistic costume that took a team 40 days to create. When Toko is home alone, he relaxes by acting like a dog, eating and playing like one. Sometimes he goes for a walk to interact with other dogs and to sniff them. He shares these experiences on his social media, where many people feel the same way.
That is so weird. And how is his arms and legs so short? I don't get it. That's a costume? I don't know. That looks very uncomfortable. To each its own, baby.
What is one of the creepiest things a kid has ever said to you? I'll go first. When my daughter was almost 3 years old, she told me and my godmother a story. We were at my godmother's house and we were working on a Halloween/birthday costume for my daughter. We're taking her measurements and cutting fabric, and she randomly looks at us and she asks us where her mom is. I tell her, "You're being crazy, like I'm your mama, what are you talking about?" Thought maybe she was confused because I call my mom, so maybe she's looking for her grandma. While I'm saying I'm your mama, she cuts me off and says, "Oh, she's dead." Me and my godmother are looking at each other like, what? My daughter told us, "My mom is unalive and I live with my aunt." And where's my aunt? I'm like, hold on, what are you talking about? She straight up tells us that she was alive in 1438. She's probably telling us some weird shit about a past life, so I start questioning her. She keeps making sounds that are like Thessaloniki, and she says that her name is Arthnasanya. I'm writing everything down because I'm like, this is freaking crazy and I don't want to forget it. Because she didn't speak very well, I don't know what the hell she was talking about. I tried to do research on the places and the names that she mentioned, but I couldn't find anything. So if there is a town called like Thessaloniki or something in 1438, let me know. She told me her aunt was really mean to her and that her aunt ended up unaliving too. And that was it. She just stopped talking about it. And I kept trying to like ask her more questions and she wouldn't say anything else. It was just like she had this little brain moment that just sped off a whole bunch of random information and then it completely shut off after that. She's 9 now and she has no recollection of any of this.
I feel like this video was in our past live video that we did. So if you like that type of content, go check that video out. It's nothing but stories of children talking about their past lives. It's so cool.
Let's talk about the scary Skinwalker encounter. A TikToker named Samuel said he was walking through a parking lot when a random man suddenly called his name. Whoever made the packaging for bacon needs to be fired. Cause why is there no like Ziploc or anything on these packages? Who designed this? When I find you, I'm going to steal your dog. I'm gonna give you the worst life you can ever have. I hate you. He looked at the guy and got closer to see if he knew him. But he had no idea who he was. And he wondered, how did the guy even know his name? That's when things started to turn weird. The man asked him for $1 and said he knew that he had one on him right now. I don't know how he knew that, but I would have told him to mind your business. Stop pocket watching. Hey, I got a question. Do y'all like chocolate milk or strawberry milk? Comment down below. Samuel said at this point his heart was beating out of his chest. He told the man, yeah, I have $1. You can have it. The man then snatched the $1 out of his hand and asked him if he wanted to see something. The man lifted up the back of his shirt, showed Samuel his tail. He then got on all fours, like an animal, you know, a dog, a lizard, and crawled away. Now look, man, I know this all sounds crazy, right? But as soon as Samuel had that interaction, he went straight to his car, recorded a TikTok video, uploaded the TikTok video.
Okay, bro, so the weirdest thing just fucking happened to me.
Try this baby right here. Now that's a good BLT. I checked his page and he hasn't posted since. That was his last video. If somebody knows Samuel, let me know if he's still alive, because that was his last video posted and that was in 2022.
Boy, I'm so hungry right now. When I did eat pork and meat and all of that, I used to love me a good BLT. But now I make my bacon using tofu. Yes, so delicious. And I still eat BLTs, but with tofu bacon, homemade by me. Anyway.
These are the top 5 scariest videos I found online. I bet you can't make it to the end of this video because the last one is Number 5, Possessed Chef. This man looked to be working his normal job in the kitchen, cooking, making food, and then suddenly he starts acting bizarre, as if he's possessed. As you can see, he kind of goes into like a zombie-like state, standing over hot boiling grease and seems to be wobbling.
Like a dope thing. He got that dope thing lean.
Yeah, I'm not showing the rest of that. But yeah, he did what you think he did. Anyone ordered a fried facial? If there's one way to get rid of pimples, that is not it. Before we get to the next one, can you heart this video for me? I work hard on these videos. And I love you. Number 4. A woman named Carrie says she started experiencing weird activities in her home. She would hear strange noises, and her stuff would even be moved. So she decided to get a security camera for when she's not home. One day she got an alert on her phone, and this is what she caught. A dark figure can be seen approaching the person sleeping on the bed. Moments later, it quickly darts to the left, just before the lights come on. Look, if a ghost is gonna be in my house, at least pay rent. Please. That's the least you can do. I got bills. No, it just tastes like, your mama's booty. All honesty, I'm sorry for eating in front of your face. Just because I made you suffer, your 5th at has to buy you food for the rest of this week. Let me know who it is so I can tell them to buy you food because I said so. Number 3, a man looks out of his window and sees something scary flying at him.
This the one with the witch. Yeah. Like, what the hell is that?
In my opinion, it's a witch But what do you guys think? So check this out. A team of investigators go to investigate a place called the Cage that is located in the UK. Now, for over 400 years, it was a prison that held women who were accused of witchcraft. Now, they started to conduct a seance in the basement. And look what happens to one of the team members named Debbie's face. Her smile elongates, eyes turn black, and then it just goes back to normal. Now, Debbie recalls this never even happening. But during that time, she felt itching and burning down the back of her neck. After this, for weeks, she could not sleep and was having terrible nightmares. Y'all better stop messing with them demons. Stay home. Start a family. Stop this. Stop it. A man is upstairs in the gym in the middle of the day. Starting his workout, he's stretching, and then he sees a medicine ball move suddenly. Now, I guess he got a little weirded out of this because he was like, okay, I'm out. I don't know what moved that ball, but I'm out. That's when all of a sudden his foot gets dragged up from underneath him by what seems to be some sort of invisible entity. He darts downstairs to the bottom gym and tells security and begs them to let him see the footage.
What you doing in that situation?
Now, I don't know how you fake something like this, because it looks legit to me. Should I do a part 2?
Ew, I don't like it. It gave me chills. Ew.
Let's look at some more weird and sometimes freaky coincidence stories. And this one is one of my personal favorites because it shows just how a normal person's life can be turned upside down in the blink of an eye. In 1944, while World War II was raging, the Allied powers were planning an invasion of Europe. And these plans were absolutely shrouded in secrecy. The operation as a whole was called Operation Overlord, and each individual phase of the operation was given its own separate code name. The code names were Neptune, which was the name given to the naval initiative phase of the plan. And then, of course, there was Omaha and Utah, which were the codes for the French beaches where the landings were going to take place. And then Mulberry was the code name for the artificial harbours that were going to be used for landings and supplies. And here's where it gets really interesting. 33 days before this invasion happened, the code words began to appear in crosswords in the Daily Telegraph. And on June the 2nd, 4 days before the invasion, a clue appeared in the London Daily Telegraph. And the clue was, some bigwig like this has stolen some of it at times. And the solution was Overlord. At this point, there was panic. Security men descended on the Telegraph's Fleet Street offices, convinced there was a Nazi spy in there somewhere. They did not find a spy. They found a schoolteacher called Leonard Daw, who had been compiling the crossword for about 20 years and was completely perplexed as to why he was suddenly being accused of being a spy. He did manage to convince his interrogators that he was not a spy. He was, in fact, just a schoolteacher, and it was all just an outrageous coincidence. And apparently, I've read since that he was a schoolteacher, and in his school he used to ask his sixth formers for word suggestions for the crossword. And it just happened that people suggested these words, and he said, yeah, I'll use that and I'll create a clue for that. And that was how it happened. It was just an outrageous coincidence. If you love an outrageous coincidence or just a weird paranormal story, then follow along.
That's pretty cool. That was a pretty good story.
What's a coincidence that you think about a lot? I'll go first. I think a lot of...
My father is from Jamaica and he never knew his bio dad. Apparently he was a womanizer, so when time for my grandmother to put a name on his birth certificate, she just put the name of a friend. That's how my father got the last name Linton. So he grows up, becomes a man, marries my mom, and they move to America. All this time, the only two brothers my dad knows about are the ones that were raised with him and his mom. So they have me, my brother, and my sister in America. I'm about 25 years old, walking into a Burger King, and I bump into somebody that's about 6'5". My face hit their chest. And when I look up, I see somebody with the same face as mine. The exact same face, looking straight back at me. This guy looks straight into my face and says, "Your name is Jason." Your father is Joseph. My name is Kevin, and I'm your cousin.
What?
So apparently there's this whole other side of my family that my dad didn't even know about, and he finds out later on in life because somehow his bio dad found out about him and was looking for him but could not find him.
Oh.
That whole side of the family knew all about us but could not find us.
Oh.
I always hear about people saying that they saw me someplace. They say they see me in New York somewhere, and I'm like, no, I wasn't in New York that day. Kevin lived in New York. My cousin twin.
I love that. That's like similar to me. Like my bio father, I only met maybe once or twice ever. And I met that side of the family. The one time I met him, it just happened to be a family reunion. And he has like 11 siblings and they got like a bunch of kids. It was really, 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 really big family. And I haven't seen them since. So anybody, Washington, DC, metro area, down south, they were from all over. So I really don't know. I would love to find that, some people. And we all look alike, okay? But I was like the most chocolate one. They were real high yellow, light skin. But, I would love to see them. I had a very similar story to that. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Anyway.
So this Bible was found after the flood from Hurricane Helene.
On this fence post.
And it is on Revelation 14 and 15.
All the things destroyed, that was left open. And it's sitting there, we're not touching it, so.
What's this say? What? I mean, if you're a Christian, that's pretty cool. But, it is what it is. Oh, hey y'all, it's me, the Money Professor. How are you? I'm just, helping a client with some mortgage protection. What's mortgage protection? It's a life insurance policy that protects your family and your family's home in the event that you get sick, in a bad car accident, or just pass away before your mortgage is able to be paid off. This is the best way to keep your family and your home safe in the event that, like I said, you pass away. Mortgage protection policies are primarily term policies, and they last, 10 to 30 years, depending on your length of your mortgage payments. It also has the cheapest premiums, so it is extremely affordable for all homeowners, really. I personally believe everyone should know the power and benefits of having mortgage protection, as well as life insurance in general, the different kinds of life insurances that are offered, and how important it is to have for you and your family. Feel free to send me a DM to learn about more opportunities and what's available for you and your family's protection. You can hit the link in the bio, complete the application, and I'll be in touch as soon as possible. Talk to you soon.
This is the creepy story about the stare. A girl was on a subway late at night when she noticed a woman staring at her intensely. The woman was sitting between two old men. The girl kept looking away, but the woman staring never broke eye contact. It started to freak the girl out. At the next stop, a tall man in a trench coat boarded. He sat down right next to the girl. The woman who was staring paid no attention to the man who just boarded and just kept staring at the girl. Now this really creeped out the girl. The two men that the woman was sitting between never once looked in her direction. The girl then pretended not to notice, but each time she looked, the woman was still staring at her. At the next stop, the man in the trench coat got up to leave when suddenly he grabbed the girl's arm and dragged her out of the subway. The doors shut and the subway took off. The girl then started screaming for help, but then the man said, "Calm down. I just saved your life. I didn't mean to scare you, but I had to get you off that subway." The woman that was staring at you was dead, and the two men beside her were holding her up.
Well, you reached the end of another video. It's over, y'all. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate your time, baby. I do not take it for granted whatsoever. Let me know in the comments how you enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, let me know. Those are the ones that I'm really going to be looking forward to post up here, because that's how I know you a real one, okay? Because you made it to the end, period. Thank you. I love you. And yeah, I already know, hit the links in the description for life insurance connections to help make your bag bigger and whatever is whatever. You already know. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you do what? You give it to who? All your loved ones. Your auntie, your daddy, your uncle, your mama, your granddaddy, your child, your other child, they brother, they sister, your nieces, your nephew, your bestie, your dog, your dogs, little cousins, puppies, and your enemy. Okay? Because what? Because anybody can get it. And that's on period. I love y'all. I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful, grand day full of abundance and gratitude. And yeah, if you can't fix it, don't sweat it. Okay? Don't let them people get in your mind. You control this. They don't. Okay? I love you. Ashe.